Welcome to Tumacacuri. My name is Padre Rogelio, and I'm glad that you're able to join me today.
Tumacacuri Mission, established in the 1700s by Jesuit priests, has withstood the test of time. The thick adobe walls, pockmarked by time, evoke a feeling of peace within and a glimpse at a different way of life.
So, well, come and join me. We're just talking about the Oatam house here. I start by talking about the people that were here, the Oatam Indian that were here. Now, they also called them the Pima.
When Father Kino and the Jesuit priests made their way to this rocky, flat place, the Oatam Indians were living a peaceful life as farmers on the Santa Cruz River. Other tribes were not so peaceful.
Very few people die from the Apaches, but hundreds of times they raid. Now, for the most part, they want the food, the horses, the cows, and the children.
The footprints of the past make for powerful stories.
But more so, I think for me, it's a feeling that I might have and about Tumacacuri, a very powerful place. I feel to stepping into the shoes of the people that came before.
At the turn of the century, and after the expulsion of the Jesuits, the Franciscans came to the mission and began building the church that sits here today. The breeze in the half-finished bell tower stands testament to 25 years of back-breaking work. Unfortunately, life proved to be too harsh at this desert outpost, and the mission was abandoned in 1848. Over the years, treasure hunters have searched Tumacacuri for what Father Rogelio calls fool's gold.
There is no treasure, but yet there is a treasure. Not the kind to take with you, but the kind that you see and you feel.
Light dancing on the empty niches and the smell of dry adobe create pictures that capture the imagination. This simple but elegant mission was established to convert the natives to Christianity.
And my experience is that the people that take the new religion in the indigenous culture, they embrace it. And so for a moment, I want to ask you to step in the shoes of the people that go to the Mass here, that they work hard to build this church and they're enjoying the Mass at the time. Mater mihi sericordie, ita tu scedo, et spes nostra salve.
The echoes of many funeral masses and rosaries can be heard as you enter the cemetery. Almost 600 people are buried here, but their stories continue.
The one thing I have to share is that Tumacacuri is a treasure. It's a very special place. But the other thing I need to share with you is a little secret that I have, and that is I don't always talk like this, as I'm not a priest. And so I'm a park ranger. Thank you guys for joining me. And my name is Roy, by the way.
Roy Simpson has been giving living history tours at Tumacacuri for almost 10 years. He was a Peace Corps volunteer and has lived in both Africa and Honduras. He uses those personal experiences to tell his stories.
I think of myself as a park ranger first and educator, interpreter second. Hola, ¿cómo está? I educate. The difference is I'm trying to take the language of the mission and put it into a language that people can understand. That's what we mean by interpretation. And so that is my real passion.
Tumacacuri, just south of Tucson, became a national monument back in Teddy Roosevelt's time. Now a national park, its mandate from Congress is to preserve the mission as a ruin.
I think more than anything else is I want people to take a critical look at both the history and their personal relationship to it. The dates are not important, What's important is that the people were here, that lived here, were just like you and I. They're real people, and they had the sorrows and the joys just like we do. Yes, you're very welcome if you'd like to.
Roy admits he wasn't much of a history buff growing up, but when he started putting on the robe, he discovered a whole new world.
I just think Tumacacri is a very, very special place. I think, as a park ranger, I'm not supposed to talk about it, but I think that there's a spiritual significance to Tumacacri. But sometimes I'll be in tears, you know, it just, every once in a while it just grabs me. If I can put my soul and my body into it, you know, my heart and soul into it, then it's going to translate to the people.